modern women compatible with high value men?
Well, after watching you for the past 6 months, based off of what you consider a modern woman, no. Because I feel like a lot of modern women, when it comes to high value men, they don't match what he has. And they have expectations of him as if he was a modern man. But some of the things that you say that a high value man is allowed to do, if that's the right word, I can't get jiggy with.
You can't do what?
I can't get with it.
Such as?
Like the whole him being able to have the decision to do what he wants.
We don't cheat, we exercise options.
Exercise options. That's the saying that you use.
You can't get with it? How old are you, by the way?
I kind of don't like that. Yeah, no, I'm 28.
How old are you? Hold on, before. How old?
28.
28.
Yes.
What state are you in?
I live in Illinois. I stayed in Georgia for
okay. So, you got an opinion on it, but do you deal with high value men?
Personally, no. I don't set myself up to get my feelings hurt. So.
What does that mean?
Meaning, like what you said, I do kind of agree. I do agree with what you're saying, but like I said, I don't like that. So whether my man makes $500,000 a year or he make $40,000, I don't feel that you should be able to go mess with somebody else if you have a thought process that I shouldn't.
Okay. Now I want you to understand how many times you said feel.
Yeah, I do operate my feelings, so I do want to give you that.
Well, unfortunately, whether he's high value or whether he's average, does the man that gets to mate in the animal kingdom, the mammals, tend to be monogamous males?
No, but I tend not to.
Okay, hold on. I'll let you just go on. Okay. See, this is a first world problem. Men have civilized the world in general, made your life so comfortable that you can worry about shit like this. If you were having to actually fight for every meal you got, every bit of water, every scrap of protection, everything that you ingested, security, safety, food, provision, if you actually had to fight for it like we are meant to fight for it, the last thing you'd be worried about where a man slept, you'd just be happy you had one.
You know, I hear that. And my grandmother has that kind of logic. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not logic, it's what human beings are. The men have civilized the world in general because you're 28. Did you go to college?
Yes.
Did you graduate?
I did not. I stopped and went and got my certifications in IT.
Okay.
And
so
having a kid,
do you want to be married?
Do I want to be? Yes.
Do you want children?
I have one, but I do want more.
Okay. And why didn't you marry the father?
Because I was young, dumb, and was going after modern day men. Exactly. I was 19, so yeah.
It's like birth control bypasses the black community. We all come back to young and dumb.
Well, technically, if you want to get into my life, I was on birth control. So, hey.
Not good enough to not, okay. I don't give the credit for being young and dumb, but let's keep it moving. You want to be married? How many kids do you want to have?
At the most, I want to push out 2 more, so that'll make
2
me
more. So that means you'll be looking for a stepfather, not a husband.
Well, both, but yes.
No, you'd be looking for a stepfather because that's what he would be because you have custody, right?
Yes, I do.
All right, so a man who's going to be a stepfather to a woman who's going to take care of one, is it a daughter?
Yes, I have a daughter. So
he's automatically going to come into a very negative situation, taking on a female. Then have 2 more children. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with the next child? Or do you want to have the option to not work?
Oh no, I want to still work. I like to. Okay.
Do you want to have to work? Meaning after 12 weeks, you want to have to go back to work because you don't have enough money?
No, not because we don't have enough money, but because
Then that's the whole point.
What do you mean?
The whole point of having to work. So you want a man to make enough money to where your money is not critical.
Correct.
So regardless as to how you want to call it, you still want a high value man's resources. You just don't want him to move that way because ultimately you don't want to have the responsibility of providing for the 1, 2, 3rd, your child and him. You want him to carry that. So that's still a high value man's resources.
But the reason why I would still want to work is for if my high value man, what you're saying, was to not be able to sustain. We don't.
Yeah, but you don't. But you want the pressure to be on him, not you.
No, not at all.
Okay, so you want the pressure to be on you and not him.
I would rather it be equal. Yeah.
Okay, so that means you. Okay, listen. You're an IT person. This is simple math.
Okay.
Four legs of a stool. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have 2 legs and he has 2 legs, that means it's equal. But if you said you don't want to have to be, you don't want the critical resources to fall on you, that means 3 legs have to go on him. You may have it, but he's still responsible for it. See, that's what I mean. A lot of you modern women talk so much when it gets right down to the man, and then you bring in somebody else's kid to the table. Was he a high value man?
Is the dude I'm talking? Yeah, he's definitely high.
No, your baby daddy.
He would be considered modern from your standards, being honest.
No, high value. Did he go to college?
No, that's what I'm saying. From your standards, he's not.
So he's an average guy?
Yes.
All right. So, do you want a man who has the resources of a high value man to take on an average man's children?
No.
That's people just judge by the information you guys have heard. That's what you said, ma'am. You may not look at it that way, but that's what you said. A man who's going to be able to have a wife and 3 children, to where he's going to be the primary breadwinner, to where, yes, your money will be there, but you don't want it have to be relied on. See, you want your money to be there extra in case of something happens to him. You don't want, if you miss a check, y'all are on the street. That's not what you want. That means you want to have a man that has high value resources. And if a man has high value resources, news for you, he's got options. He's got options. And should he be able to exercise them if he's taking on a woman with a child by another man?
No.
Y'all out of your damn mind. See, this is what they want. This is what women want. You want a man to come wife you as a baby mama, but he's supposed to be faithful to you, but you bring another DNA.
Me personally, I consider the word baby mama derogatory.
It is. What do you want? Okay, broken home wrecker.
Child.
Home wrecker.
I'm a home wrecker.
Yeah, you wrecked your own home. See, I don't give soft words. I don't give soft words. You're a baby mama or a home wrecker. Pick one.
All right.
Single mothers are women who were divorced or widowed.
Okay.
We have to have a way to differentiate between the women who are married and divorced or widowed versus the women who just decide to get pregnant before they marry.
Well, you educated me because I didn't know that.
Well,
thank you. I didn't know that, so I'm saying thank you. I didn't know that.
Go back to Fantasia. Fantasia will tell you this goes out to all my baby mamas. Brandy will tell you.
I didn't know that you had to be.
But the point is though, man, you want a stepfather to come in and bring the resources of a man who's going to be able to provide for a family of 5, and you want him all to. That is, you're not offering anywhere close to a balanced deal.
But that's not what I said. That's what you interpreted. What I'm saying, I want to the same values that my man, my husband to be is bringing to the table. I definitely match that. That's how I date.
Same values.
Yes, the same values and resources and everything that he brings to the table.
No, ma'am, he's more valuable than you.
How so?
I'll tell you why. Well, because he's going to be the one that has to provide more.
Why do you think that? Because I don't feel that way. I feel that
it's a matter of math, ma'am. If you are not okay, do you want your how much money would a man need to make in Illinois to provide for a family of 1, him, his wife, and 3 children?
I would roughly say, to be safe and comfortable, probably about 90 grand. To be safe and comfortable. My mortgage,
90,000.
I own a home. My mortgage of 4.
90,000 for 5 people.
Oh, 5 people. I'm talking about my situation. I didn't hear that. My bad. 5 people. Yeah, at least 100+ grand for 5 people in Illinois. My mortgage is $1135.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay. What I need you to hear is high value men start at $10,000 a month. So you still want a man who has high value money, top 10% of earners. Go back and copy. People, hold on, folks. You can listen to it all yourself. That's what you want. You want a man who's in the top 10% of earners, but he's supposed to go get a home wrecker baby mama.
I never said that. I never said I wanted a man in the top 10.
Hey, you do. You want him to have those kind of resources?
Not necessarily. I want my man to make sure me and our family is
okay. So let's do it the other way then. So are we saying that you'd be all right with do you care if he's black or not?
No, I don't. I'm not. Yeah, I don't mind getting.
Well, but typically, once you have a child, you're pretty much locked into a race. So you mean you would be perfectly fine with working and cooperating with and submitting to a black man who's making $40,500 for the rest of his life? $20 an hour.
How much hours?
$20 an hour. $20.25.
To be comfortable in life, yeah, I would not mind that. That's comfortable.
No. So you'd be all right with getting a man that's making $40,500 for the rest of his life and still having 5 kids?
No.
So you still want a man? So we can go around the mulberry bush. We can go around the mulberry bush, man. We can go around the mulberry bush, but understand something. You ladies, especially when you have children, you coming in off asking for men who are in the top 10% of earners. 6 figures is in the top 10% of earners, no matter how you slice it. And those men typically don't go looking for women that have children by other men. You're like it or not, I've said this before, you can't ask for more than your child's father.
I'm not.
I'm talking about to marry. So wherever your child's father is socioeconomically, that's about the range you'll get as far as a husband.
And so what you're saying is if I were to get more, so if a man was to see where I'm at in life with me being a home wrecking baby mama, as you say,
home wrecker, yeah,
and he is a high value man, and he's going to take me on, I should not have any expectations, correct?
You should kiss his dirty draws.
Okay.
Because you be the luckiest one. You be one of the power lotto winners would think like that chick is lucky.
I got a new aspect on life.
Okay.
Because you ain't never dated a man making that kind of money anyway. So if you did find one that wanted to wife you, and you became the one out of the 4 black women to marry, and he took you on with an average guy's kid, don't you think that would make you pretty damn lucky?
Yeah, and of course I would treat him.
Then don't worry about where else he puts his dick.
But I should. Why? That's that.
You know. So here's the thing. So stay with your daughter, buy a dog, die alone. Because you ladies try to control everything. You honestly want a man who's earning that kind of money to pick you out of all the women that's available, and then you want to fixate and worry on where he may decide to do if he chose to do it. This is what I mean. You ladies don't understand men, and I think this conversation kind of showed that you don't even understand how men's money works, what it will cost to facilitate a family. So no wonder y'all always think that he's not bringing any more than I am. The fact that he has to step into a position and raise another man's seed is enough for you not to ever say another mumbling word. Because he's got to provide for that child, right? Just like it was his. But it ain't his. She's a liability to him, not an asset. And he also has to live with the fact that, how old is your child?
She's 7.
7. So let's say y'all got married in 2 years, that'll make her 9. Let's say 5 years to the marriage, she's 14. Let's say you come home one day and she say, "Mama, Roger touched me." Automatically, you're going to go off on Roger because you're going to side with your daughter.
I'm going to investigate.
You're still going to side with your daughter.
Yeah.
Of course. But see, let me add something else to it. She's 14. You got a 2-year-old by Roger. You're going to investigate. But then you got the 2-year-old and the 14-year-old. Where you gonna come down? Roger's kids over here, your kids over there. See, that's what you ladies don't seem to understand. When you decide to step out and have children,
But
a man has to take on all those different possibilities.
Well, I don't think pedophilia would be a possibility if he's not a pedophile. That shouldn't even be in logic because, you know.
Being logic, are you familiar with how kids move these days? They understand CPS, they understand it works.
I have.
And I didn't say he did it. I said if she said he did. That's all that matters, especially in this cancel culture. Exactly. This is why men typically don't want to do it because they got to live with that.
Right, and that's fair. That's a fair reason. So no, I mean that's fair for him to feel that way. Like, for a person of what you're describing to be high value, do I want to go into a situation with someone who has a kid and it's a girl and this culture nowadays, they so quick to lie and blame and other jazz. That's cool, but if you then choose me, if out of all like how you put it, out of all these.
Well, the funny thing is, let's switch this up.
Like,
why is it that we're trying to make him choose you? Why can't you just get an average man?
What do you? Because I'm not an average female.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You want to know how you? Let me tell you how you are.
I'm technically not.
No, technically you are. Let me hold up. How tall are you?
How tall am I? I'm 5 foot.
Dress size?
My dress size, I'm a small.
Dress size? 02468. 02468.
I'm a 4.
How much do you weigh?
I'm 125 pounds.
Are you 5 foot tall?
5 foot even.
Okay. That's how much a woman who's 5'4" should weigh. So roughly, you're about
I literally.
Okay.
I'm only 5 pounds.
Okay, hold on. Calm down. No.
Yes, I am.
No.
I am.
5'4", 5'4", you weigh what a woman 4 inches taller than you should weigh. But my whole point is, you're shorter than the average woman. Okay? Mm-hmm. Where would you rank? Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rank yourself? Just your looks, fresh out of the shower, no makeup, no extensions, no nothing. What would you rank yourself? 0 to 10.
Like how I'm looking right now, I'll give myself a solid 7.
You can't use 7.
Why is that?
Because I can't use 7.
Okay. 6. Okay.
6 would put you as cute.
He said.
And I don't ever let anybody use 7.
Okay.
Because the 7 is the default position. Because anyway, but if you gave yourself, listen to what I'm saying. Okay, you're a 28-year-old woman who's 5 feet tall, 125 pounds. That makes you smaller than a lot of black women.
Yeah.
But for what you should be, you're still about 20 pounds over. Keep it moving. You don't have to accept it. That's just what it is. Image professional, not. Number 2, you give yourself a 6, which is cute. Okay?
Yeah.
Not pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous. That's not bad, but cute. Where in the world did cute women used to want to get a man who's in the top 10 or 20% of men? Cute women used to get with average men for a lifetime. Forever. Because you're supposed to be the better looking one of the two. So, man, you, 28 years old, a child out of wedlock, that makes you average. When you put all that together, you're an average black woman.
So my economic situation. So I'm asking for clarity. So my economic status
doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. It's just my looks.
Your sexual marketplace value is how you see. Because how a man looks, if he worked on fries at McDonald's, that wouldn't matter. He has to be able to provide. See, you ladies don't realize that your sexual marketplace value that matches a man's value.
Okay.
But see, so many women want to consider your socioeconomic status, your earning, because the reality is because your SMV is low. Because your SMV, sexual marketplace value, also has something to do with your level of femininity, cooperative, submissiveness, ability to get along.
Now, but that's in regards to men, though. If a man is ugly, but he makes a certain amount, he is high value. But if I make the same amount, I'm just asking for clarity. So if a man is in the top tier percent, like you said, and he looks like the shit on the bottom of my shoe, but I am cute. I'm a 6, and I make just as much, if not more, than him. That does not add value to me. Like how
Well, first of all, let's be real. Hold on. You're trying to mix things up.
No, I'm asking for.
Okay, no, you've equated things that don't equate.
Okay.
First of all, Jay-Z said it. There ain't no such thing as an ugly billionaire. I'm cute. Biggie Smalls. No, they're not.
He's hideous.
Yeah.
He's
whatever. Okay.
Next value market.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap. No, stop the cap.
Just
because here's where it goes. Stop. This is one of the problems with black women. You have our sisters are really bad about this. You look at men atavistically. You look at men like men look at women. You want him to be cute. Notorious B.I.G. You know who he is?
Ugly as shit, and he had a
black and ugly as ever. However, he stayed, and that's that. But his wife was fine. And the thing is, it don't matter.
Which one? Okay. That's your opinion. You're right. Go ahead.
Not my opinion. Faith Evans was more attractive than B.I.G. Stop. Okay.
Faith Evans.
You cannot even talk to me.
I'm sorry.
Because this is ugly. If you want to be real, this right here is ugly. Because thinking that you want to argue and say, well, if a man is ugly and I'm cute and we make the same amount of money, well, I got news for you. He's still got more options than you. Because more women want his money than men that you would want you. Men judge women differently. And I will ask, how many high-value men or men on that level are actively trying to date or marry you?
I'm in a relationship right now, so nobody.
Is he a high-value man? $10,000 a month?
Does he what?
$10,000 a month or more?
Yes.
How long y'all been together?
Actually, just a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Any children?
Does he have children? No, he does not.
Does he? Are you guys talking? Does he want to get married?
Yes.
Does he want to marry you?
Yes, and he loves my daughter.
Yeah, what's the holdup? In 2 months, he loves your daughter.
Not love, but her company. Yes, the fact
that 2 months he loved in 2 months. So you've known it for 2 months.
3 months he loves being around me and my daughter. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Then you got it made. When's the wedding?
Well,
you can't make this shit up.
I don't know.
You can't make this shit up.
If I had a choice,
exactly. I get more fantasy engaged women. Of course.
I'm not.
And where's he at? Is he there?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he's been agreeing with you. He said that thanks for saying that. Now she's pressing the dirty draws part.
Yep.
I treat if you don't mind, he can get on here.
No, because here's the net of it. If you're lucky enough to find someone that can deal with you, why are you arguing? See, you're supposed to be hold on. You should be worried about how to keep him. Instead of being upset about what he could or could not do if he so chose to.
I wasn't, Mr. Samuels. Like I said when I first came on.
You said you don't like the fact that men can exercise options.
No.
What you ladies tend to forget is if you were doing your job, stomach empty, we stomach full, balls empty and happy, we're too busy working and doing what we got to do. If you're taking care of home, you really shouldn't worry about if he's catting around in the streets. Honestly, we got too much shit to be doing. If you really want to get there.
Well, I'm not worried about it. Like I said, Mr. Samuels, when I first came on, I said I came on for clarity. I had something I had questions about, such as.
So would you have a problem if he exercised options?
Would I have a problem? Technically, yes. I don't want to be.
Why?
Am I going to go looking to see if he is exploring options? No, because he has to be comfortable.
Well, how about this? How about this? If he's actually that, kiss him on the way out the door and say enjoy yourself. Because it's an option.
Well, with what you're saying, and with how my life is, that's like me telling him, yeah, you can go ahead. I'm not.
Yeah, he can.
My thing is, even with your logic, if he can because of who he is in society, that's fine. Me as a woman who respects myself, I'm not gonna tell him, hey babe, just because you're making at home feel so good, if you decide to go fuck Betty today, have fun. I'm not gonna do that. I logically can't see myself or will allow myself to do that. You can call it ego, pride, or whatever, but I would never give my man the permission to cheat. If anything, a man of high value, which what I do agree with you were saying, him bringing what he's bringing to the table, if he was to explore his options and things of that nature, if he's making me feel secure, I wouldn't even have a thought to know or even think, is he doing that? And so my situation I'm in now, I don't even think he talked to bitches. And so even if he did, I have no reason to question it or give permission to. So
what's your position?
Huh?
So what's your position then?
What I was, like I said, I was just coming out here to ask him.
No, seriously though, because the notion that, you said a lot to say what? That if he did decide,
what I will say, and just this is me being all the way a lot of women, I'm just gonna say this now, a lot of women probably won't like me, but I'm far from a pick-me type of woman. If my man who's in this kitchen right now is out here slanging dick regularly, I have no complaints. Because I don't know, I have no intuition on that he's doing it. I have no suspicions about it. So for me and mine, and us three,
so he can exercise options.
I would not give him that permission.
So then the whole notion of you don't like it's irrelevant.
But I said that, letting you know where I stood when I asked you my question.
It doesn't matter.
I know. What I was saying, Mr. Samuels, is I said that.
Hold on. See, this is, and here's what's funny. Especially with black women. Y'all spend more time worrying about shit that you can't control and it don't matter. Whether you kissed him on his forehead and said, go slave broads, or whether you just turned a blind eye. It is what it is. If you want a man that's attractive and high value, other women are going to want it. I'm telling you, you might as well accept the fact that it can't happen if it chooses to. Don't go looking for problems and just sleep well at night.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. So it doesn't matter whether you don't like it or do. This whole conversation was a waste of energy. If you really see, for the women who actually have high value men and watch these conversations and they're living the high value lifestyle, they laugh at these replays. They're like, these women are out of their mind because they're wasting all this time worrying about all this other stuff versus focusing on what's really important. There's one on my, go to my community tab on my YouTube page. And there's a woman that said, thank you, Kevin Samuels, for saving my marriage. And the thing you said you wouldn't do, that's what she does. She told her husband, go to Colombia, enjoy yourself. And go listen to what her husband said. But see, black women, for the most part, you guys are so used to being in charge of the black community, controlling black men, telling black men what they are and are not going to do. You can't even relax in your feminine. Even when you try to when you get a man who's high value and he's on these levels, you still want to try to find ways to sabotage it, fuck with it, twerk it, bother it. And when you shouldn't even be asking these questions if he's really what you say he is. You should actually be having sex on your back right now somewhere instead of talking to me.
He's eating, so that's why I was able to.
Well, he's eating. Why aren't you on your knees?
Because I'm talking to you.
No, you should be on your knees.
But what I'm saying,
he should be eating and having dessert at the same time.
Well, at the end of the day, Mr. Samuels, what I do. Instead of just saying, you know what? You're right.
I do have a pretty good deal. You're right. Let me get off here and go serve my man. It's still you want to go back and forth.
I'm not trying to go back and forth. What I was trying to do, I felt no.
Are you about to go under the table?
Yeah. And I felt like you were about to end this. So what I was doing
was... Well, yeah, because you need to go up under the table. You should almost be done with dinner.
At the end of the day, I came on here to ask...
Is he almost done with dinner?
Yeah. I came on here to ask you some questions. You answered...
It had nothing to do with you.
No, I just want an insight.
I get it, but you're still missing my point.
I want to hear you. I'm sure
You're still missing the point.
I'm not. I'm saying to you.
Yes, you are.
I'm not, because I really didn't come on here for advice.
Our audience is still missing the point.
I'm not.
Worrying about stuff that's not in your work.
I can suck your penis.
No, I don't want to put. You're not gonna put.